This is Andy Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined by Rocky Fielding over Zoom. Rocky, first and foremost, how are you doing?
Yeah, good mate, not bad. Cracking on like, but yeah, not bad, all good mate. You know, with the kids 24/7, so keeping me busy and on our toes. But apart from that, all good mate, really.
Obviously, I've asked everybody who I've interviewed so far during lockdown, and I have to ask you yourself, how are you finding life at home at the minute?
Starting to crack up now. Starting to crack up like that. Where's the nurseries back open? I'm just getting on with it. Mate. Like I say, we can't do nothing about it. So there's no point thinking and then thinking of this, that, the other, and then when it doesn't happen, then you're back in the. You just got to crack on. I've just got to get up, do what you got to do with the kids, you know, and do your session, do your exercise, do your sessions in the garden. Just keep your mind busy, and just know at the end that it won't last forever. So it'll come at the end of it. So that's it. Just taking each day as it comes, but just not thinking too much about it, not looking at the news all the time and seeing what's going on. I'm just thinking about like keeping myself and the family and my kids, being happy, and so far everything's all right.
What are you doing training-wise to try and keep yourself, active or as fit as you possibly can?
Yeah, well, I've got in contact with the guys from Taskers the other week. We come and dropped the aqua bag. I bought an aqua bag and a bracket. Got that put up on the wall. Got some dumbbells. I got my little boy going into gymnastics, and he was doing well. Doing well just before all this, and then it obviously stopped. So I had to buy a gymnastics bar for him. But I could do my bar, jump over the gymnastics, do my bar bag. So that's a bit of a killer. We've got our bikes, me and my girlfriend, we've got the kids' seats on the back, so we go out with the kids on the back, bike riding, couple of runs, couple of jogs. So doing that, obviously, you can put yourself through a good session, but when you're in the gym with the lads and you're all pushing each other, and the pad work, the sparring, the buzz in the gym, and the technique, the learning with Jamie and Nigel and stuff, you're missing that. But apart from that, I'm getting sweat on. You're getting a good sweat on. The fitness is in some ways, I'm not like waking up, gym, run twice a day, this, that, you know what I mean? Because obviously I've got the kids, we've got to work around how we can manage the kids, and my girlfriend doing her sessions. As soon as we go with the bag, he's hanging off my leg. The little girl's hanging off my leg. As soon as my girlfriend goes and does a little session on her own, the kids are jumping on here, and it just that. So I've got to take them out while she does her session, and she'll take them out in the parameter on the block, and then I'll do my session. So we're just starting to manage that now, and then the bike ride. So it's good, yeah, get out on the bike, I put a few pictures on my Instagram. They both fell asleep the other day on the back of the bike, which was good. But the legs were wobbling everywhere, so we were out on a good bike ride to keep falling asleep. To come home, get in the pajamas, go to bed. You know what I mean? So just doing what we can. Fitness is at just an all right level. You know what I mean? Getting through sessions, but I'm not overdoing myself. Because I don't know what's going on, but missing actually the sparring, I'm punching. As I say, I've had the one fight last year, and since 2018, I won fight last year. So I'm itching, but as I said, I'm in a position where I can't control it, so I'm not stressed about it. I'm just got to see how things plan out. I've done all the worrying over the years about fighting and life, and worry, and I just realised, just sit back, and it happens. But as I say, as training goes, we're just doing what I can, maybe 3 times a week, twice a week. 1 week maybe just get one session, but I get a few runs in and bike rides, and so that's it. Just keeping the mind busy, man. Just keeping, not. I can't, before all this, you're just constantly training and thinking about boxing and you're fighting and this and that. But now you've got a lot of, you got like the teas, standing around going for the shopping for tea, where you can stand the kids, making sure, doing a bit of homework with them and entertain them sometimes, then get it yourself in. It's so tough, but it's enjoyable. It's hard, and everyone's going through it, and and as I say, it won't last forever. And touch wood. I mean, I can't see it lasting forever, but you've got to make do what you've got now in the situation.
What's kind of your mentality with regards to training? I know you've just touched on it there, but how are you preparing for when boxing returns? Are you kind of pushing yourself a bit harder than what you'd like to be? Are you kind of balancing it so you're not really going full pelt because you can't do what you would do if you was in a gym? How are you kind of balancing the training?
Yeah, well, with me, with this, like the past few years, with me, where before I fought Zoiga, I fought 2017 against Brophy, and then from then, I trained and put myself through a lot, training for 6-7 months without even a fight date, without even anything, and then even get it. And then I obviously got the call for Zoiga in 5 weeks' notice, and I'd done that. I'd done 7 months of went to Tenerife, left the kids, Miguel, went to Tenerife, training with the lads. They all had fight dates, I never. So I put myself through that, and obviously with experience, getting a bit older, and where I'm at now in my career, I know my fitness is there. I know I've got the fitness. I'm always fit. I just obviously, you've got to look at your weight, and it's a quite hard dieting in this situation for me. So I'm just keeping a reasonable fitness, enjoying doing the session and being fit, and not thinking about game plans, thinking about your weight, thinking about your next session from doing the first session, what time you're going to bed, waking up for your next morning run. I'm just getting up, the kids getting the brekkie, and then doing my session, then going out on the bike, and then going for my run, but mixing it up in my own time to enjoy it. I know that I've got that reasonable level of fitness, and then before the boxing starts, and before you start thinking about, I'm looking like September, October, I'm thinking there, because as it looks now, we look at the British, only British fighters, you won't see no one flying in, and I can't see me fighting no one like that. So I'm just thinking about September, October, just keeping reasonable fitness, getting my weight down, as time goes on, and then I know 8 weeks with a reasonable fitness, I can get the sparring in and get what I can in, and get a date, and then I can go there. So I know where there'd be kids now who would be up and coming, who are lesser fights, up and coming and inexperienced. They'll just be like, all they've got probably on the mind is just train, and boxing, that's all they've got. So I can understand. I've been there, where I've got the family now, and I know where I'm at in my career and where I'm at, and I'm always fit. I'm at a reasonable fit level. And it takes me 2 to 3 weeks to get a couple of good sessions in them 3 weeks, and I'm ready to go again for sparring, and then ready to go. So with me, with this and me training wise, I say I'm just enjoying it, and doing it in my own time, and because when it does come to actually putting the graft in, I'll have it all there. Whereas in the past, where I've gone hard, I've just gone flat out for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Then when it's come to actually doing a camp and fighting, when I fought Rada, I'd done 16 weeks training non-stop 3 times a week. Come to fighting Rada, there's nothing there, it's flat, you know what I mean? So I've done all that, I've learned. Stick at a reasonable level, reasonable fitness level, enjoying it, get your sessions in, and then when it's time to go, which it won't be for a while for me, I don't think anyway, I'll be ready to go then.
I've spoken to Carl, I spoke to Martin briefly on the phone earlier, and I spoke to Jamie and Akib so far, through guys who you're training with currently up in Jamie Moore's stable up in north in Manchester. And Carl, he is desperate to kind of get back out there now and have have his, another crack at a world title. But
Yeah.
he's also enjoying his time at home, which he wouldn't have had a chance to whilst he was travelling around in his career to date. Martin, he said to me, he's just enjoying his time off, and Aki kind of itching to get back in there. You're all, yourself, Martin, and Carl are kind of edging towards the twilight years of your career, as it were, younger coming through. But with yourself, and you've had, a sense of inactivity, fighting Canelo, then you fought once last year, and now you've got this going on in a minute through no fault of your own, obviously, we're at the minute. Is there what's type of your mentality dealing with that? Are you frustrated that you're missing out on large parts of your career because of inactivity?
Yeah. Like I said before, then I said, like, younger up and coming, you got these, like, even the gym, who's hungry, who's non-stop, he is social, he's in the pads, he's doing this, you know what I mean? Because, and I say, Martin just enjoying it, because I've seen alongside Martin for nearly 10 years now, and I've done camps, so he's got to the world stage before me, and I've just been looking, and he's like, I'm just enjoying it, like, I'm not putting the stress on, and I'm like, do you know what, I'll try that, and then I have been, you know what I mean? So I looked at it the other day, I think about it the other day, like, I sit here now, and like, my thing, I've got like my belts put up, and I'll probably be more, I would be frustrated and thinking, with this, my head burnt out, but I looked at, I've won the prize fight, I've won the English title, I've won the British Commonwealth and a world title, and like, you can't, you should try to sit back and go, like, I've done that where I got told I wouldn't even get a British title. I wouldn't even get to that level. That'd be me done. Some said I wouldn't even do nothing in a prize fight when I got the call. So, like, I've done all that in my career. If I didn't do them things, if it was like just never won the British title and I'm in the stage now, I'd be like, I'd be I'd be gone. But I kind of, like, I know where I'm at. I know what I've done in the career. My losses haven't been, too bad of the fighters after these, you know what I mean? And, so I'm as I say, with mine, I'm probably enjoying it, just doing the ticking over now, but I am itching at the same time. I am, like, I've got big fights left in me. I've got, I haven't had no wars and, like, spars. I've had no wars and fights, obviously the losses have been quick losses, but when I've won my fights, my 15, 16 have been within 5 rounds, you know what I mean? And so I've still got them. I've got no mileage. I'm just wanting to get these couple of big fights there for me, and that's where I'm aiming for. But I'm not, like, stressing about it and overthinking about it, because I've got other things to be worrying about. So in that sense, I'm not frustrated. I'm not, like, I'm just, when the time comes, it'll come, and I think of the next couple of months or so where I can start making some calls with MTK, and Eddie can start, like, having little conversations and little plans of, where we can go, what we can target. And I know I'm not in no position now to be, like, calling all these big world titles and get myself, I'm not. I know that. Just if the call came for these big fights and world title fight, that's where I'm aiming for, and that's what I want to go out on my career and another shot. And I think, if I stay in a good place and I can just keep the momentum going, while things are happening now, I know that it'll come, but I'm not stressing and letting it beat me up. I think when you get to, like, the experience of the time in the fight, and I think inactivity doesn't really fill in your head, really. I think it's just your ring rust and all that. I think it's just, if you're experienced enough and being around, and you're always in the gym, you're always keeping fit, I think, the call comes, you go for it, you know what I mean? So, I'd like to get a big fight in by the end of the year, hopefully, you know what I mean, if I can. But as I say, I'm not, like, stressing. Give it a few months, and then I can start seeing where boxing's at, see what's happening, and wait for the calls, and have a say, being a bit of messing around with Chavez, you know what I mean? So it's see if that can materialise, but I'm just keeping positive in life as what's going on, and then I'll start concentrating on boxing when I know the right time is, and when we start making calls and boxing starts. I think there's more in life now to worry about, to think about, than for me, like to start, and probably other people, boxers, to start thinking boxing when fighting, when maybe for someone it's the only way they can do it. Do you know what I mean? I've been there, and I'm still in, and we've all been there. But you got kids and you got a family, you start thinking, life. Do you know what I mean? So once this is all over and we start making more moves and progress, I'll start making some calls with MTK and see where I'm at and where we can go. But I'm not getting frustrated and letting it beat me up. I'm just going to stay positive, and and what will be, and the call comes. All my fights have all been the call coming. Do you know what I mean? Unexpected, and I've been ready and took them. So it makes no difference to me. I just take it as it comes and stay fit, and as long as I'm fit and near enough ready, then I will be.
You mentioned your past achievements. Obviously, we can see your titles behind you, or some of them behind you, and you're kind of chilled and relaxed about the current scenario and the situation we find ourselves in, and about your future. With that in mind, what is kind of your own ambition then? What do you still want to achieve in the sport? What can you achieve in the sport, in your own opinion?
I still got, I know if I see look at the world champions now. I mean, I know I'd get in and I can mix it with them. I'd love another shot, another big fight, another big world title. You know what I mean? Like, as it stands, yeah. Look now, we're not enough flying all these mannequin fighters and that. And if Billy Joe's a world champion, if he needs a defence, go through the rankings. You know what I mean? Got Callum, Billy Joe, then me, Britton, Rada. You know what I mean? I beat Rada. So if you followed up and said, look, we want to defend as world title, Billy Joe, but we can't fly these over to American Canelos. Do you want it? So there you go. So yeah, I still have ambitions, and I still believe I can mix it with them, and I can mix it with world level fighters. You know what I mean? I got no mileage. I got no, I'm not the superstar of a fighter. You know what I mean? I know where I'm at, but I know I can get in there and give all these a fight. I know that. Yeah. I say got him with an elite fighter in Canelo. You know what I mean? He's elite. You got the world champions below. And I believe I can mix it with them. So I've had a taste of all that. You know what I mean? Didn't go my way, but I've had a taste of the big events and that, and the big fight, the big build up, and that's the taste. And I want to go and do that again. I had the opportunities after the Canelo fight to do them things, but I wait the right time. I fought in the Olympia, and that's what I wanted. I got offered to go and fight twice back in Madison Square Garden after the Canelo fight, and I didn't want to. I just wanted to have my bit of time with the kids, to say, being a busy. So, and then I said, look, I just want a little fight, just a little low fight. Just put me on at 5 o'clock if you can, on a matchroom show or MTK. Just get me on. I didn't want all the big, and then now I've got the win out the way, and things I learned. I made mistakes in the Canelo fight that you can't give nothing away at that level. Do you know what I mean? And I put into practice with Jamie, and then I got an opponent over, an half-decent opponent. And what I've been learning on, I've done it in the ring, so that got me back, back up there, back in the mix. My name back out there, with a good stoppage, and so I'm still there. So I'm still, still ambition and still hungry to get back in and fight, but big names. These world champions want a defence and stuff. Then call me up, and the big names who haven't got world titles, if they want the fights, and I'll be there. Do you know what I mean? So I'm still ambitious to mix in with them all and have it with them. So I'll just wait for the phone call, and hopefully MTK can make a few moves for me.
Let's start to touch on, you mentioned some of those world champions and Chavez there. You mentioned Chavez. Where exactly did that get to then? What kind of discussions did you have? What
That was obviously we're stuck here, we're in isolation. But I woke up on Instagram and I was on Instagram, and someone had tagged in a story me and Chavez, like a picture thing, you know what I mean, split picture, and I just like reposted onto my story, do you know what I mean? Just fucking fuck, you know, we're isolated, you know, let's see what can, you know, everyone else is throwing names about and that, so why not? So I just reposted onto my page, and then it must have been a time difference. For the next morning, I woke up and there's been a message off Chavez with his phone number saying, "Tell Eddie to contact me, tell your team to contact me. I'll fight you." And I said, "No problem." And we had a bit of a text and that, bit of a message and that. So I forwarded it all to Eddie on Instagram. Said, "Give me 2 minutes." Sent it to Eddie, and Eddie got back and said they fancied the fight, but realistic September, October. So when he said they fancied the fight, I thought, well, they must have been speaking, must have been getting spoke about if Eddie's come back saying they fancied the fight. So I've said 100%, well, make it happen. I'm you know, make it happen. And then he said, yeah, no, like, you know, leave it with them, whatever. Obviously, the situation we're in, you know, it was a couple of weeks ago, so, you know, he knows. And then, so I saved his number, and then I was just in the house bored, so I just WhatsApped him, saying, all right, I WhatsApp saying, morning, Julio, do you fancy a FaceTime? And he was like, what for? I said, let's have a talk and sort this fight out. But he didn't get back on a FaceTime. And then he said, do you want to fight me at 175? I said, yeah, no problem. Like, and then he started sending videos of his dad fighting off the telly. Just a bit of text. I'm just wound up saying I'll beat you, I'll do this and that. He's like, no, you won't. You know what I mean? So it's just a bit of messing around. And I said, look, no, whatever. I'll travel. Let's get it sorted. He said, 100%. You know, get your team to contact and it's on. So he did mention that he was fighting in May. So I said, I know we're all locked down. Where are you fighting? Your back garden or something? Like, but so I texted him today. Said, "Thought you're fighting in May." And then he got back with something. I was like, "Listen, I'll come to Mexico. What's it called? That was the stadium he's got. You got a big stadium in Mexico, haven't you?
It's slipping my mind, but I know what you're on about.
Azteca or something. Yeah. Aztec. And he said it's too big. So I thought you're a big star in Mexico and all that. You know what I mean? You should be able to sell a stadium out." But he said it's too big, so I just left it. You know what I mean? It's just a bit of messing around. But I mean, as in messing, I mean, like, you know, I'm sitting in the house, we're having a good sex. He's saying he'll fight me. I'm saying I'll fight him. You know, we're both not in no positions for the, you know, world title mandatory or carry on. Do you know what I mean? He's a good name. He's fought some tough fighters. He's a good fighter. Do you know what I mean? You know, so you know, Eddie's got it. I've folded to MTK as well. So let's hopefully, you know, September, October, when things maybe be settled by then. That's probably being realistic. That's probably a fight for me. I'm right up for that. Do you know what I mean? I've had that in my mind. If that can be made, you know, wherever, I'll travel, fight, go anywhere and fight. That'll be a good fight. I like that fight, and as I say, you know, no titles on the line, but it's a good fight, and hopefully, you know, come out of this lockdown and that can be made. And you know, he's forward his number over. He's telling me to get ready to contact. You know, I'm saying yeah, so I'm up for that. So it hopefully progress. As I say, a few more weeks, I can start making calls, and that hopefully I can progress onto a fight.
What do you think Chavez has left in him? Obviously, last time out, just before the turn of the year, he fought Danny Jacobs and lost. What was your thoughts on his performance and what do you think he can still offer in the ring?
So like I follow on Instagram and I see his video. I was like, he's a barn pot. Like he's in his living room with his sparring gear on, shadow boxing. The next video he's dancing. The next video he's got his clothes, he's like dressed up. 1 minute, the next video he's knocking shite out of a bag, but the bag's like that's small. I was like, what's going on? He's putting all. I don't know. I don't know where he's at. He's never out of his living room training. I know we're all locked down, but I don't put my sparring stuff on and start shadow boxing, tensing up in the mirror and that like he's doing. So I don't know where he's at. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, the fight, Jacob's fight, he was doing well. Like he looked big. He looked like he was doing well and that. And then obviously he just said that, you know, can't be arsed with this. Just pulled me out, got a broken nose. I don't know, but he's a good fighter. He's strong. He's a good fighter, and I think it's just down to him if how much does he want it, how much does he want it, and do you know what I mean? So, you know, I think he's still got fights left. I think he still wants to fight. You see him saying there could be videos from age ago. I don't know, but he's a good name, good fighter's name. You know, I think his name's got been getting a bit of stick because of the fight, and Mexicans. Like I put the picture of us up, and like a lot of Mexicans are messaging me saying, "Hope you win. We don't like him. Hope you win," and all this and that. And you know, I gotta go a few good messages off the Mexicans, even though obviously a fourth mellow didn't go my way and that. But still a lot of Mexicans that are sending messages and a lot of support, and they're like, yeah, fight. Once I put the picture up, they're all like, yeah, fight and we will support you, Mexico, and all that. I'm like, yeah, okay. But you know, he's still a good fight, good name. So hopefully, you know, it's a fight that I'll be up for and get a good, you know, good name on my record, and hopefully, as I said, some progress can happen on it.
Also, just touch on, you mentioned you feel you could challenge for another world title. Just to briefly touch on them, the world champions being Callum, Billy Joe, David Benavidez, and Caleb Plant. In your opinion, who do you feel is the weakest and the strongest of those world champions?
Yeah, I've seen that like getting mentioned, but like they're all good. They're all good. They're all. I don't think anyone's weak. I think they're all good fighters in their own way. Like they're good. Me and Plant was before I got the call for Zeugen. Me and Plant were down for the IBF Eliminator. On the Mikey Garcia Spence could have got me for that, and I had to block Plant on Instagram because before all that he was messaging me doing my ban, and I was up until 3 o'clock in the morning writing back. He was saying, obviously the man. Let's fight. But I had in the back. I had a little message that I was fighting Zeugen. Do you know what I mean? And he's going, giving me a number to fight me. Give me a number to fight. Whatever, how much. I was like, if I tell you what I want, doesn't matter what I tell you what you want. You're just gonna come back with something. Do you know what I mean? He's going, no, what? I said £1 million. I must have worked it out, like dollars and all that. No chance, you're not worth that. I said, well, you're asking me what number to fight you, so I'm telling you, 10 million, do you know what I mean? He went on for about 2 days of, why do you want to fight such, like, in England when you can fight on the Mikey Garcia Spence? Was that open? Was that a big arena that? I don't know where it was. Outdoor, I think he was saying.
It was outdoors, yeah.
Just going on and on and on. I said, I just fucking blocked him. Said, block, yeah, I had to just block him. Getting nowhere. And then obviously I fought Zeugen and I got that. But that was their little story about it. Obviously he's a fucking IBF world champion. Good on him, do you know what I mean? So let's see if that eliminator happens for me now. I'll get it on with him. Yeah, but I think obviously they're all good. Benavidez is looking good. You know what I mean? Benavidez is looking like the strongest one. You know what I mean? He looks the handful and that. And I don't. Yeah, I mean, I've seen bits of Calvin Radden. I've seen a lot of Sam Radden, but I've seen bits of the fight, and So I can't say like who won that, do you know what I mean? But say Billy Joe there as well, and he's come up. He's not I don't think he's a full super middleweight, but obviously he's a talent, do you know what I mean? I'd love to get in with him and mix it with him and just see what, do you know what I mean? But as I say, he phoned up and said, look, they're all stuck for a defence, need a defence at this minute in time now, do you know what I mean? And, I thought I'll fight Callum again. I'll fight, Billy Joe. I'll fight, obviously, the world champions, they're all good fighters, but as I say, I'm not going to knock back. But they're all good in their own way. They're all performing. They're all winning at the minute. It's a good division. So, as I say, if a call came for any of them and they're stuck for a defence and they want an opponent, then I'll get in with no problem. But being like realistic as things are now, if Callum was to phone up and you know what I mean, or Billy Joe and go down the list of fighters and no one can fly anywhere, then obviously take them fights. They'll be big fights. You know what I mean? Them two wanted to fight the guy that beat me. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, I hope they do get on to get them kind of fights. Do you know what I mean? Because it'd be interesting to see from a point of view. But if they called up now and said that they wanted the defence by the end of the year and they can't fly out the country, then bring my phone's on, ring me and I'll get in there and fight them both. But I'm not calling out, but I'm just saying if they're stuck, and that's where I'm at. If they I jump at a chance again at the phone rang, but obviously they all deserve the big fights, unifications, and good luck to them. And I hope to get the big fights, and and good luck to them.
Also, before we do move on to just a couple of other topics, Rocky, I have to ask before I see people commenting in the section when this video goes up, did you unblock Caleb Plant?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't follow him, but I'm not sure. I don't know because on Twitter, I don't follow him on Twitter, but I see like some of his stuff getting put onto my thing. Do you know what I mean? I'll have to type his name in and see what you do. I don't know how you do it. Just block, and then that was what? This was 2018, so this was before. Obviously, this was just after for Brophy in 2017, and then we got made obviously debut. So I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look at my thing, but I had to block him, mate. It was a painful texting. He was like calling me a shitbag because we're going to fight him and we're going to go over, but I knew he had the Zwiga fight, so I was like, I've got a bigger fight, why do I want to fight you? I've got something, fight me on me shitbag, be on the biggest stage, Showtime, this, that, I was like, you'll have to fucking block you. So I'll have to check. I might have to unblock him now, he's a world champion, so good luck to you, so I'll unblock him, but I won't follow him.